I'm here in Portal, Georgia, just outside of Willow Hill Heritage and Renaissance Center. It's the site of one of the first all-black schools here in Bulloch County. It's surrounded by land owned by several black farmers. One of them is Roy Mosley, who owns 19 acres of land. Today I'll speak with him about the work his family started and why he finds it rewarding to continue the tradition.
I'm Roy Mosley, and my farm is Roy Mosley Farms. We grow pigs, produce, corn, and grain sorghum. Everything is all natural.
One of the first things you might notice when stepping onto Roy Mosley's Bulloch County farmland is the abundance of pigs, both large and small.
Day-to-day operations with the pigs is more like constant feeding. Pigs, they eat a lot. They eat pretty much more than any other farm animals.
On his 19 acres, Mosley has been growing wheat, rye, and barley, smaller grains that grow well in wintertime, he says. The farmer doesn't use chemicals on his crops.
A lot of the chemicals and stuff that the big farmers have to use on the crops and stuff nowadays, it stays in that grain for us to feel like we're doing it right all the way through. We don't use any chemicals.
Mosley says going chemical-free often means using more fuel and labor to keep the weeds away and the crops clean.
But I mean, I'd rather spend the extra, and do it the right way.
He says he grew up helping his granddad, Robert R.L. Williams, who was a farmer and mechanic all his life.
We did pigs and eggs. They actually him and my grandma had a large flock of chickens. We actually sold brown eggs to our local grocery store at one time, and to just a lot of customers coming straight to the farm.
After his grandfather died in 2015, Mosley continued to care for the land he'd loved since he was a child.
Started trying to take it to the next level and growing the farm,
Mosley runs another patch of land a short drive away from the main farm. This season, he's been growing cabbage, collard greens, mustards, rutabagas, and turnips.
The cold is getting to the point where the cold is starting to bite them bad. The cabbage and the collards, they can handle it. They'll make it all the way through to the spring. But we've kind of pretty much sold everything we're going to sell out of those turnips.
Visitors are also encouraged to stop by Mosley Farms to get their produce fresh from the ground.
We actually cut their greens fresh and put them in their car, so it don't get any fresher than that. The grocery store can say fresh, but it don't get no fresher than from the farm, direct to the customer.
Getting funding and other assistance for his farm hasn't been easy. Mosley runs his farm almost entirely out of his pocket at a cost of around $30,000 per year.
It's a challenge, but I'm up for it.
But he still clears a profit.
I don't get any farm loans or anything like that. I have in the past, but it's always been like real tedious trying to get certain stuff done and get it on time.
Another constant obstacle, Mosley says, is always being at the mercy of the weather.
We got tons of rain last winter, and it washed a lot of our topsoil off, and I actually had to do a lot of tractor work this spring to pull dirt back up and fix gullies and all of that.
Despite the challenges, Mosley says, like his grandfather, he finds the hard work of farm life rewarding.
Just being out on the land and learning how God intended for livestock and animals in the land to work together. With us being, him putting us as farmers, being the shepherds of the land, just figuring out that combination.
Mosley says he's currently working toward applying for organic certification for his farmland.
We just consider it all natural, because we don't use any chemicals or anything like that.
Mosley says he hopes to encourage young black men not to shy away from farming and to continue the tradition that has existed for many generations. He says he has a 1-year-old son that he hopes grows up to follow in his footsteps as a farmer. Reporting in Portal, Georgia, Ashley Williams for Atlanta Black Star.